Duke's connection in the NBA is probably the best out of any college.
It really dates back to probably Grant Hill, right? We kind of have the blueprint.
Every team we play has some association to Duke.
Just being a part of the Brotherhood. And I said all the time, guys that you played with in college, guys that came after you, guys that came before you, you have the blueprint of guys like myself, and they know how to help develop you into who you want to become.
It's Jason Amile, you watching Duke Blue Planet.
What's up, this is D-Wade, you watching Duke Blue Planet.
This is Duke Blue Planet, bigger than ESPN.
Feel like the greatest. Woke up this morning, I feel like the greatest. Counting this money, I feel like I made it.
We just had the Boston game, watching some of the Duke guys get to it. Trying to see, pick up a couple pointers before I win them all.
I mean, it's pretty cool. I've been a Boston fan my whole life, and I've actually never been here, so it's cool to just see the arena and watch the game, and seeing guys like Paolo, JT, Wendell, all the Duke guys, coming and playing, and it just shows, the effect that coming to Duke has, and it's just pretty cool just watching them all out here and just enjoying the game.
Hated or love it, I feel like the greatest. When I get involved, I leave them in awe, no matter the team I carry. I'm hearing the oohs, the eyes, the screams, we came a long way from the Marriott. The critics, the comp, I bury and flex for the cameras like I got no manners. Catch me on them banners, MVP. Deal structure like a B2B. It's business every time you see me. Think we headed for a 3P. Haters gon' say it's CG. They don't do it justice on the TV. Think the critics got me jaded. A living legend in the making. The top spot for the taking. Kid for sport and entertainment. Woo. Yeah. Feel like the greatest. Woke up this morning, I feel like the greatest.
I mean, I'm not really a Celtics fan. I'm just a huge Larry Bird fan, but it's super cool to be here in Boston and get to enjoy an NBA game at a cool arena like this. My mom and my uncle always wore 33, and they'd always talk about Larry Bird, so we'd always watch highlights and stuff like that in the car on road trips, and so that's kind of my favorite player.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. Paolo, Tatum, you just see all those guys come through and have such success at the next level. It's just crazy to see that. My parents were both huge Larry Bird fans. I guess Khan's probably a big Larry Bird fan too. But just watching the old finals games and stuff was big for us when we were younger.
My dad was a big Boston fan, so I was always watching Boston games growing up. And sort of became a fan like that. A lot of the Duke guys now are the faces of some of the teams and the league itself. So, I mean, it's pretty cool just knowing the guys and being able to watch them out here.
If I want it, I got it. 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 If I say I want it, I got it, I get it, homie. Me and my trophies is never lonely. Want it, I got it. If I want it, I got it. If I want it, I got it. You think they a lot of it. I'm finna sweep, I can get to the mop. They be so mad when the water can't stop it. They be so rich, so crash out shopping. Can't buy these. You don't stepping like it's Tai Chi. The bad kind of Siamese.
Amazing time tonight at the Celtics Magic game. Pretty cool seeing Jason, Paolo, Wendell, Amile, and just for our team to be here and great vibes together. So proud of what these guys are doing. To see Jason score 30, Paolo doing his thing, Wendell. It's gonna be better.
Yeah, it was great seeing those guys. They brought the whole program, so I saw not only Coach Shire but strength coaches, training staff, all the players. So it was just good seeing them. Always refreshing when I get to talk to them, and just that was the first time they've watched me play in an NBA game. So I wish I could have played better, but it was just good seeing them, saying hi, and spending time with them.
Probably the highlight for me was after the game, getting a chance to take the team back and to meet with Paulo, meet with Jason, we just missed Wendell. Wendell was in the ice bath when we came back there, and so he owes us one. He owes us some time. But to meet with those guys, and obviously I'm so proud of what Jason and Paulo are doing. There's no two better representations for our program as far as, obviously, I think we all know the players that they are. And I couldn't be prouder. So to have our team spend time with those guys, man, I was just sitting back and proud as could be, and really thankful for both of them to take the time. And of course, Amile Jefferson. Amile's my guy, and Amile's, building his coaching career with what he's doing with the Celtics, and it was great for our guys to see Amile Jefferson as well.
I think two words come to mind when I think of Duke and the impact it's had on my life. And the first one is family. Everyone that I've met through my years at Duke has had some positive impact on where I am today and the person that I've become. And so they are all family, and it's super cool. Not only the brotherhood that we have with current players, former players. When I go back, when I'm around, when I see guys around the NBA or just in life, we all share that common connection, that common bond, and it's so cool to be a part of something bigger than myself. And Duke is that for me. And then the second word is home. I went to Duke when I was 18. And then came back as an adult to coach, and it was like I never missed a beat. And every time I go back, whether it's for a game, whether it's to see Coach Shire, Coach K, that place is home. When I land at RDU, it just feels right, and it's a really cool experience to have for me personally, and then to have for the rest of my life. Like, Duke is going to be a part of my life and forever, so I really appreciate it and cherish it. The journey into coaching has been amazing, and to leave Duke and to come to the Celtics, I don't think it gets any better than that. I was lucky, and I've learned so much here in Boston. We have an amazing coaching staff. Not only does everyone get along, but how everyone helps each other and how we're all pushing towards the same goal. I've come to Boston and really gotten a PhD in basketball, which is super cool. And Joe spearheads everything. We follow his lead, and the relationship that I've gotten to have with the players, the staff, the Celtics work in an ecosystem that to me is only similar to what I had at Duke, where everybody is pushing in the same direction, and it's really cool to see.
Back then, I went to summer session 1 and 2, so I was at Duke first week of June and all summer. And I think Mill was rehabbing, or he was like a grad student, so it wasn't a lot of people on campus. So we were kind of him and all the freshmen. We were there that summer. And just throughout that summer and the course of the season, we gravitated towards each other. He was the big dog on the team, so he helped me out a lot my freshman year, and we both left after that. That was his last season at Duke, and we've always just been close ever since then. And now to his second season with the Celtics, and we won a championship last year. And met my freshman year of college, and one of my best friends now.
Yeah, my relationship with JT is super cool because it's just been organic. From when he was 18-year-old freshman at Duke, and I was a 22, 23-year-old senior, on my way out. At that time in my life, I had just come off of injury, and I was granted the year back, so I didn't expect to come back, didn't know I was coming back, And to have this group of freshmen coming in that were super talented, I was on them. You know, I had gone through 4 years of Coach K and all he instilled and learned in me, and I'm like, I'll be damned if I don't give them all I've had, you know, in the last 4 years, knowing that most of these guys are going to be one and done. They came in with a hunger and a level that matched where I was at, and so I really bonded with all of them because of how fast they grew up. JT started the season hurt, and so when he finally got to play, to see the level he was at was really cool. And, you know, we bonded over basketball. And it was super cool to have that relationship go off court, too. And then through the years, you know, we've just been really close. He's one of the best people I know in terms of work ethic, showing up every day, and always fighting, you know, for greatness. And so I appreciate him as a person and as a competitor, and I think that's what we see eye to eye.
I mean, overall, great person, right? Never really has a bad day. Lights up the room. You know, people love being around him. Great people's person. Very funny. Makes everybody laugh. He's very hardworking. I think anybody that's ever been around him would say that. He's very hardworking, very honorable guy, and, you know, just a really good person.
I think the biggest thing I admire about Jason is his devotion. He loves the game of basketball. He loves his family, and how devoted he is to those two things. And watching him work every day, whether it be with Nick, whether it be with Ross on the court, his willingness to keep growing. I know we said this a lot, and, you know, he's finally getting older. Still feels like sometimes he's, you know, 19. I'd even tell him that sometimes, like, dang, you're only 19, like, dude. But at 26, all that he's accomplished and still will accomplish, it's really cool to see that he's, you know, still so young. Duke's connection in the NBA is probably the best out of any college. You know, every team we play has some association to Duke, whether it's a player, a GM, a coach, you know, somebody, a scout, somebody has a connection, and it's really cool to see. And it's also really cool to see the brotherhood in action. Like, it's not just a term, it's not just a word we say. Guys live it. You know, the brotherhood is a lifestyle. And so people really take that to heart. And so, you know, when I see a guy, whether it's a player or a coach or, you know, somebody in the front office, you know, it's always love. It's always checking in. And it doesn't have to be much, but it's an acknowledgement of what Duke basketball is, what it has built, and why it will keep going for years to come.
Just being a part of the brotherhood. And I said all the time, guys that you played with in college, guys that came after you, guys that came before you, guys that are coaching in the league now, front office. So it's always great. On any given night, there's always probably one person on the other side that is a part of Duke program in some way. So it's always good to see those guys and show some love. It really dates back to probably Grant Hill, right? We kind of have the blueprint of a 6'8", 6'9" forward that can defend, score all three levels, get other guys involved, and it just carried over, right? We had Luol Deng and Shane Battier, and, you know, Jabari Parker and Brandon Ingram and myself. Probably some guys that I'm missing, but, you know, a big reason why I went to Duke was because of Jabari Parker and seeing that somebody around my size that could impact the game the way I wanted to. And then, you know, you have Paolo and Cooper, so we have the blueprint of, you know, guys like myself, and they know how to help develop you into who you want to become. I really got to know Paolo his freshman year because Mill was still there, so me and Mill would talk all the time, and you know, he would be around P, so just, you know, naturally I would, you know, talk to him on the phone and stuff. And, you know, I'm a really, really big fan of his. Great person, works extremely hard. I'm excited about the player that he's become in this league, and is going to continue to become. And I enjoy the matchups that we have against each other and just, trying to get the best out of each other.
Okay, my favorite Duke bucket as a player, it's really cool for me because it was in the national championship game, and the funny part is I only scored 2 points in the game, and it was a pass and I got a reverse layup, and it was super cool to just play a small part of winning a national championship with my brothers and being able to help any way possible. So that's one basket I always remember.
ACC tournament championship game against Notre Dame. Inbound pass, Matt Jones threw it full court, and I took one dribble and got an N1 dunk. And it was just kind of to secure the game. And at that point, we were the first team to win 4 games in 4 days to win the ACC tournament championship. And I just, that was a hell of a pass by Matt Jones. I dunked it in front of our bench. All the guys was going crazy. Because at that moment, we kind of knew that, we just won the tournament.
My favorite Duke game, definitely a national championship game, but honestly, anytime we played against Carolina, all those games were always great. The atmosphere, the intensity, that is, to me, one of the greatest rivalries in sports. To me, I think it's the greatest rivalry in college basketball. Proximity, great players, and the way that the games always unfold, no matter who's on either side, they're always great games. So those were always the funnest games to me.
First time playing against North Carolina at home, we ended up beating them. Dunked on Kennedy Meeks, one of my all-time Duke highlights. It was just first time in that rivalry and how the atmosphere and you see all the tents in K-Ville and all the students got to come into the game. It was just a big day, and it was the first time being a part of that, and then to come out of there with a win.
There you have it. Mil Jefferson, Jason Tatum, Bull City. We out. Happy holidays.
After sweeping a 3-game homestand, the Blue Devils hit the road tonight, winners of 11 in a row. They arrive in Chestnut Hill alone atop the ACC standings with the stats to back up their early dominance of the league. In ACC play, Duke has the best scoring offense, scoring defense, field goal percentage offense, 3-point field goal percentage offense, and they're second in field goal percentage defense as well. Their brilliance on both ends of the floor has been breathtaking. A journey that continues tonight against the Eagles. It's Duke and Boston College, and off we go from Chestnut Hill.
Here they have an opportunity to continue to try to extend the nation's longest winning streak.
Well, Duke coming off a dominating performance against Miami. It's been nothing but that for the Blue Devils as of late. And we are underway here at Conti Forum.
In transition, 3-on-3 to the rim, blocked by Maluach. And James out of there with it. Get it, now here's Kaman down the lane to rock the rim. Dumps it inside, Maluach all alone. He's back up top, Proctor will reload and knock it down. To Cooper to the right, Evans. He'll take a 3 and knock it down. Isaiah Evans with his first field goal. He's got 5. His way to the left, drives again, spins to the middle, goes up, counted and a foul. An offensive rebound for Gongba. Waits, found a cutter. It's Cooper to throw it down.
How the first half comes to an end with the Duke Blue Devils, number 3 in the country, leading Boston College.
Be solid. Be really solid the second half with everything we do. Guard the ball, be in our gaps, in and out. Shot goes up, guards, we got to block out. We got to block out, they're going, all right? And look, it's not every game we're going to play. It's going to be a 20-point game at halftime. It's not going to be that way. I like the fact we're in a fight. I want to get separation out. I want to build on what we've done. All right, so get our talk going and get our mentality at the point that it should be for how we're going to play defense. All right, both of you guys, man, get yourself going. They're coming after you guys right away. Here we go. They're after you guys right away.
Said he'll drop. Cooper into the paint, goes inside, scores again. He's it up top, James. Looking, bounces one, there's a cutter! Cooper! A right-hand punch! And the lead grows to 12.
There's finding a seam.
Cross-court Proctor into the corner. Evans on the right. That's good from 3. Outstanding ball movement. Isaiah Evans knocks it down and bounces one for Proctor. Got inside. Put it off the window. Counted in a foul. What an acrobatic finisher, Proctor. Sends it to the right. Evans a 3. Count it. 69-48. And that's this team in a nutshell. The defense from Cooper Flagg. You get enamored with him at the offensive end, as did I. Malawas trying to get the rebound. He does. Out for Cooper. How about a 3? Give it to him! Cooper strokes it. And John Shire calls for time.
He has something to say after that one. He let everybody know the Blue Devils are in the building.
7 to shoot. Top of the key for Tyrese. 5 on the topper. Takes a peek. Backpedals, launches, and hits a 3. Proctor's got 20. Takes it to the right. Double team comes at him. Here's a lob! And Gungba there to throw it down.
Can't do it much better than that. The Blue Devils on the high pick and roll.
And say goodnight. A 25-point lead with 6.3 to go. 88-63 as the Blue Devils steamroll their way to a 12th consecutive win. Now 16-2 overall. 8-0 atop the ACC. An impressive showing here on the road.
Yo, I'm here with my boy Tyrese, man. Season hot today, man. Hostile crowd here in Boston College, man. What's going through your head?
Just come out and bring energy. You know, I had to set the tone defensively and let the offense come to me. And, you know, my teammates found me. And I thought we just had a great overall team win.
Hey, man, he was out there doing his dance. You see the behind the back, step back, pull. Man, man, you been working on that, though? Every morning, 8 a.m., we in the lab. We working on that.
Hey, every morning, 8 a.m., especially my boys right here. Sniper right here, my young bull right here.
2 and 3. 2 and 3 makes 5.
Yeah,
that's simple math. We got Showtime here, man. Showtime was on fire, man. Going to the lane, lay everything you could get, man. How did it feel, bro?
It felt amazing, actually. It felt amazing.
He be turning everybody up, and then Cooper Flagg, man, most consistent dude on earth. You know, he gonna give you what 25, 8 and 8. How did it feel, man? How you got it going? We in his hometown. We in his hometown. Had his people here. How'd it feel?
New England. Yeah, I mean, it felt great. You know, just come out and get the win. It's a physical game, but we got it done.
Man, Blue Devil Nation, we out, man.